So what is up, everyone? Today I want to make a new part of my video series about the ultimate service drive. And the reason for that is, as you have already seen in my last video, I got macOS 9.2 to install fully on my G4 Cube. So let's have a look how we can save this installation up to the service drive to make it useful in this way. So stay tuned. So we are here back on my work surface, where we have an Hackintosh on the right, my iMac G4 in the middle with the service drive, and the G4 Cube on the left side. So the main goal of today is to save the macOS 9.2 installation, which is right in here, over FireWire with the iMac G4 onto the service drive. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to have a look at the partitions of the service drive. So let's start the system up. So after we reached the desktop, let's fire up the hard disk. So here we are, the hard drive is done up, and we now have 5 different partitions on here. So we have the macOS Tiger installation, which sits right here. We have a macOS Panther installation, which sits right here. We have a partition which is labeled macOS Jaguar, but there is none system in there, so it's empty. We have a Leopard system down here, and the lowest one, which sits right here, are the systems where the disk images sit. So we could use both of those, because the macOS Power PC systems, they sit right on my server, so I wouldn't need them here on this hard drive. But I will leave them on there and take the macOS Jaguar partition and rename it in macOS 9.2.2 Classic. There we go. So we want to put the system from the G4 Cube right in here in this macOS 9.2.2 Classics folder. So yeah, let's try that. So there are different ways to copy over entire systems like that, but in my opinion Apple has the best feature of all PC systems, which is called target disk mode. And what that does is really clever stuff. Target disk mode works over FireWire, so you directly connect one PC with the other one. This way, and yeah, on this PCs it's FireWire 400. It also works with FireWire 800, or if you have 800 on one side and 400 on the other side with an adapter cable, it works as well, but at the slower speed of 400. So what does target disk mode do? So at the moment you can see this here, my G4 Cube is set to target disk mode, which you can see right here on the display with the yellow FireWire symbol, which is dangling around on here. And you achieve this by holding the C key down, the T key down, I'm sorry, T like target disk mode, and while the startup. So you press the power button and immediately press the T key and you hold it, and after a few seconds you will get into this target disk setting. So let's have a look at the iMac. So this, in my opinion, is what makes target disk mode such a great thing, because on the machine on which you work, the target disk mode PC is seen like an external FireWire hard drive. So we have it right here. You see the FireWire symbol and the partition, which is on my SSD in the Mac G4 Cube. So we now can handle this partition just as a normal external hard drive. So now what we want to do is we want to copy it over piece by piece from this external FireWire hard drive to my external partition on the service drive. So we need a program for this, and there is quite a good one. And it's called a carbon copy cloner. So we start this program up. So let's firstly select our source, and the source, of course, is the macOS 9.2.2 FireWire HD, which is the SSD in my G4 Cube. Let's select that. We want to copy all of those stuff. And now let's select the destination, which is my macOS 9.2.2 Classic partition. And then you go to clone. You have to type in your password, and then it's going to do a full backup from the entire system, the entire G4 system, the complete macOS 9.2 installation, right over to the ultimate service drive. So I will come to you later when we are done. There we go. The backup task has completed successfully, and it's quite small. It took 1 minute and 46 seconds to copy 248.89 megabytes. So yeah, OS 9 really is quite a small system. But it's amazingly simple. So that should be it, and it runs now. It now fully runs on my service drive. So yeah, we have successfully completed this task, and now I have a complete and fully running macOS 9.2 installation on the service drive, which will come in handy. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.